Hello friends, welcome to today's job seminar. Today our subject is, are you looking for $100,000 job? Our guest speaker is MD S. Islam. He is a senior automation test engineer in UnitedHealth Group. We will ask his journey from beginning, how he start job, where he get training, where he start, how and which type of obstacle he face. Anybody new want to come in this field, what they need to do, we will learn and ask him any question we have to get our foot inside this type of job, anything. Like when we heard $100,000 job, some people scared. Wow, can I get that much money? Is like, what type of experience I need, what type of education I need, what type of certification I need, what I should do. Do I need to learn more English? Do I need to get degree? And some people, we did, like I myself did a lot of training, lot of different places, I spent a lot of money. And Mr. Shiraz and I was together in one of the training center. So I give floor to Mr. Shiraz. You introduce yourself. Let's make it like formal training, formal job interview. So as usual, when we start any job interview, first question ask, tell me about yourself. So Mr. Shiraz, tell me about yourself.
Sure. First of all, I would like to say thank you to you to inviting me to this your channel, and also all audience who will be looking into that after when you submit your YouTube channel. So my name is MD Islam actually, and I am originally from Kustia, Bangladesh. I'm working right now as a senior automation test engineer at UnitedHealth Group, which is one of the big and best insurance policy in US. I would say actually is number 2 biggest insurance company. I started with them 2018, March 2018. Still now I'm working on it, but my first job was with the Microsoft and through Infosys. That is pretty much about myself. Now we will discuss, like as Jugal mentioned, how was my journey. I will try to explain based on my experience of my journey, how was my struggle, and exactly what we need to learn to get the job. Ultimate goal is to get the job. So first, I have prepared a small document. I'll go through one by one and explain exactly what we need to learn to get a job. And let me share my screen. I think you have disabled to share in the screen. I can share.
Can you share now?
Yeah, and now I can share. Right. I hope you guys can see my screen.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So actually, when we start talking about the IT is a huge. Huge means is, I would say, more than Atlantic Ocean. It's two different field. Another field is different. Another field is different. Like when I and Jubair bhai at the same institute, we don't want to mention the name because there is so many things. So we there, basically our goal was to become a QA engineer, either automation or manual. Anyway, our goal was to get the job, but somehow we failed the track. There is so many things you can talk about, but let's get to the point. And then Jubair bhai went to the another college degree and he went to the network engineer. But I did not get to anywhere. I just left. Then I started working some other job. But 2017, I started again as a brand new student. So now we talk about how was my journey. Since I had little bit of experience, but 2 to 3 years, I almost forget everything. Then I consider myself as a beginner, as a brand new, like someone else who does not have any experience. Then go to the institute, and like when we go to any institution, they will give a bunch of paper. Means like you have to learn these things, you have to learn this, you have to learn that. Then only you get the job. One way they are right, other way they are not, because their tendency is to make a master everyone. But to get the job, you do not need to be masters of everything. Some of things, yes, you have to, but as long as you can do some your work, you are good to go. So we will discuss first learning process. Then I will discuss about how I learn and how I come to conclusion that math we need to learn. So here I prepare the small document first. I said that a learning process. At first, we have to learn SDLC. What is SDLC? Software Development Life Cycle. So that is the fundamental of any software. Not only in software, if you think about real life, that is the main things for everything. Like, let's say we want to build a house. First, we need requirement. Exactly why we want to build a house. Then we need to design the house. Then develop the house. Then we can like buy our furniture, those things, and we can stay. Same way in software industry, or a better I would say IT industry, they follow some certain rules. That's known as SDLC. So the SDLC is just a process of how to build a software. So in SDLC, first thing is requirement. Why we need to build that software? What is the purpose of build software? How many features or what exactly we need to have on that particular software? For an example, if we talk about the e-commerce website, first e-commerce website, we need to have something, a sign up button, sign up.
Shiraz bhai, before you go detail on this, let me ask you this. So for anybody, like when we start, like we don't know anything about SDLC, STLC, we don't know anything. So tell me why you went that institution, how you know, get inspired, why, and how you start your class training, why you expend money.
That's a good question. Thank you for that question. Well, when I came in this United States, I was doing some other odd job, right? But my tendency was to do something. But exactly, I don't know what to do because there was no one to guide me. I just, whatever I need to do, I need to find out myself. I was hungry to do something better. So there is some of my friend who was doing that QA training. I went there just to see exactly what is it. Then I take that 2-3 demo class, what when they talk about exactly how we get the job. Before, like how we can study, they said you will get 100,000 job. That is the most advertisement for any institution, because $100,000 a huge money for anyone, especially whoever coming from Bangladesh or Pakistan, like Asia people or people like us. It's a huge money. So then I went home after taking a 2-3 demo class, and I was talking to myself, can I do it or not? Because they will ask charge for entire course like almost $4,000, and that was huge money for me at that time as well. So I was talking to myself, can I do it or not? So sometimes I feel also confused. I cannot do it because I do not have any experience at all. Then I thought, nobody learn in one day. This is not something I can learn by overnight or by one day. I have to study hard, study a lot. Might be I will learn, or might be not, or I will get the job or not. At least I will have some experience. Maybe I can do something with that experience later on. Not maybe at this time, because since I do not have any experience. Then I study, and I study really, really, and really hard. I used to work 2 days a week, Saturday and Sunday, just only for for survival purposes, and rest of remain 5 days I just study. Even I have spent 10 to 16 hours per day. Within almost like 2.5 months, I was ready to go. When I excuse me, I was ready to go for interview. So, but I was a bit nervous. Then, like my teacher, they're asking, don't be nervous, just go. And I went for interview. Even first interview, I got the job with Infosys. That was Indiana, Minneapolis, Indiana. But that was a 6-month contract job, but I did not go. Then attend the second interview, and second interview also I got the job, which through Infosys, and the client was Microsoft. After that, I worked in Microsoft almost like 1.5 years. Then like they are good. I have tried for Microsoft as a full-time employee, but that process is a bit different. They took 7 rounds of interview, but I went till the 6th round. After that, they did not invite me anymore. Then I quit from Infosys, start attending interview, and get the job in UnitedHealth Group, and still now I'm working on it. So that is actually was my job.
It's good, good explanation. So one thing you mentioned that you get the job in first interview. Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
I heard from so many people that I'm taking interview, 100 interview, and no, I don't getting any response, anything. What do you say is like, should I say, oh, they are bad luck, you are good luck, they are not qualified, they went to wrong person? Like, what do you tell about them? So who says, oh, I took a lot of interview and I'm not getting no response?
That is also one of the good question. Okay, I will explain about why I get the first interview job. Then explain, like not explain, actually I would give some suggestion whoever attending the interview at this moment. So when I study such a way I have to learn as well as prepare the interview. I just did not memorize anything. I just learn from my heart and also try to understand exactly what does mean. For an example, I'm going, let's say for a defect, right? For an example, I'm giving a defect. Why can have defect? Everyone trying to do their job and they will try to do as perfect as they can. But why they have defect? Then I get the answer. Yes, we're a human being. We might have some mistake or can be some programming mistake. That's how I learn. And when someone asking me at time of interview, I give the same answer. What I have learned and try to understand each of that, each of word. I would say so some of IT word is very difficult to understand even. So I was trying to get into in. And whoever attending job, my suggestion would be for them, just don't practice. Definitely you have to practice, no matter what you have to practice, but just don't practice. Practice and try to understand what's going on behind the scene. If you learn that way, inshallah, you will get the job. I mean, that's
Sure,
what I can say.
sure. So this is you and me. We are Bengali community. A lot of Bangladeshi, uh, like they don't know English. They have even I know a lot of people. They have big degree in from Bangladesh. They did masters. They did a good job and high-paying job in Bangladesh, but they kind of scared themselves to expose. They do different type of job, which we call odd job. Even America do not have, they not may think anything is odd job. A taxi driver, a restaurant worker, everybody is same. But so, what is your suggestion? Who think they don't know English at all? Who think scared or grammatically mistake? I cannot expose myself. This type of nature. So, what is your suggestion?
Well, that is on right now actually. Now industry is changed a bit, right? And whoever is care about their English, I would say just practice. Try to talk yourself in front of the mirror. And one more thing, when you know about something, you can speak about. Just not only memorized. Like if you something memorized, you might forget. After some time, you might forget. But if you learn something from your heart as well as try to understand, then you can speak. Sometimes it becomes difficult to speak English when we don't know about some topic. Then if we want to speak English about that topic, might be confused bit. Exactly, we will not understand. After this, what would I say? So for those people who is care about their English, I would say just practice and also try to, I would not say join some institute to learn English, but just talk to yourself. And there is so many community people, try to speak with each other. You would be fine. This is not a rocket science. English is just a language. It's not a rocket science. Even if you do not speak English properly, but if you are good in technically, definitely you will get the job, inshallah. But
What
yes,
you say? What was your English level like? How much? How much confident you had that you can say anything, you can do anything when it's come to in English portion?
well, if you talk about right now, I can talk
Not
about
right now.
anything.
Like when you
Okay, when I was
even
started,
before
right?
you
Okay,
start
before I
the
started,
school.
yeah.
Yeah.
When I was started, and to be honest, I did not stay with the Bangladeshi community for a long time. First time when I came here, and I staying in Florida. That is not too much Bangladeshi people. I mean, there is, but I stay with one of Nepali guys. They help me to understand. Also, they help me to speak English because there is no Bengali. They do not understand Bengali. So when at the first time, definitely it's a bit difficult. So what I did and how I learned English, that I can say. I was watching a lot of English movie, also a lot of English news that helped me to understand their accents because we accents actually our accent is different, right? Everyone, if we speak English, everyone say either you are from Bangladesh or India, but our accent is not a white accent, not a British accent. So accent is fine, doesn't matter. Accent, I would say accent is does not matter as long as you understand them and they understand you. That is fine. And whoever, like my confidence that time was not that great, but when I start, then I learned those technique. Also, try to understand what does mean that and speak English as much as I can. Even when I was in New York with my one of friend, he's also from Bangladesh, but we never speak Bengali. We always try to speak English. Even we know might make a mistake, but still we speak English. So practice. English is not a rocket science, it's just a language. If you talk every day, same thing over and over, automatically it will come. That I can say.
Sure, sure. So how much you expend approximately, like for training purpose and all other thing involved to start your journey, start your job?
From start to end, how I get the job, I spent around like 3 months. But in 3 months, there is something actually I would definitely mention. I work only for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. And remain 5 days, I just study. Did not do anything, even did not watch any movie. I like earlier I was saying, I spend almost 10 to 16 hours per day, just only study. So, but still, if anyone can spend at least 4 to 6 hours per day or at least 4 hours per day and approach learn those which is required to get the job, at least I would say 3 to 4 months, definitely he or she should get the job.
How much, if you don't mind, how much money you spend for training? Do you have to buy anything, any materials, any equipment, like computer
Well,
or whatever?
computer, yes, definitely. I have spent almost like I think 4,000. Yeah, 4,000, around 4,000, including my laptop, also including this institution fee. Just only for that $4,000. But again, you have to spend your time, right? So that is different part.
So spending time is more important than spending money.
Exactly. Even there is so many institutions they offer installation, right? Even if you do not have money, or you can go talk to them personally, like I do not have money or something like that. I will give you all the money after getting job. Even some of them will say yes, you can do it. But more importantly, you have to spend time. That is the key factor to get the job in this field.
So as your the people you know when you doing training, uh, to let's say how many percentage or how many people you say get job doing this type of training, and like, yeah, tell me like how many people you see for my this many friend is coming, or this many co-workers, the student was in my class, and this many person is gets a job.
Yeah, that's a good question, because when we say something like we get the job, I get the job, you get the job, always come to mind our people, especially if coming from Bangladesh, they say no. If 100, like 1% get the job, they like institution say just only 1% get job, but they say yes, we will 100% guarantee that you will get the job. That is a good question. Well, we actually, when we started, like 2 3 days as a formal training, we was 15 people, around 15 people. But after 2 3 days, we are just only 6 5. Then, but that 5 we finished the course, and out of 5, we 3 get the job, and one he get the job, but he is not into same as a QA, but he was into like support. So I would say out of 5, we 4 get job.
And they're still in the job, or
They are still in the job. Yes, they are still in the job.
so you say you was in Florida before, but you get training in Newark, and is your job was in New Jersey, first job?
The first job was in Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington. So there's a big question come from especially our Bengali community in New York. People live in New York. They don't like to, they don't want to go out of New York. So what you say, what is the chance of getting job in New York versus they have to go like other state? And what state like Washington, not even tri-state, you are in New Jersey now, but how is the chance to get a job in this tri-state area? Uh, what do you say?
Well, like in New York, to be honest, it's very hard to get the job at this time. Not even now, even it was before, it's hard to get the job, even as a beginner or as an experience. But yes, people are getting the job. So tri-state, it's there is a lot of the, especially even in New Jersey, there is so many big company and there is so many IT field. So even New Jersey, you will get the job. Even New York also you will get the job, but it will take some time, because in New York, like job is not that much, but people are like so many people are trying to stay in New York only. But other state there is also so many job, but as you said, some are Bengali community people, they don't want to move. For them, it's become a difficult bit, but like eventually he or she will get job in New York also, but might it take some time.
Okay. Um, today, actually, I don't want to go deep on the learning process, the actual language, because this is first day we are talking. Few other people told me they will join. Maybe this very early morning, they're busy or something. So we will go deep in next time. Just today we will discuss very primary thing. They can see and they can think like, should I join again, or should I go to go an institution? So and like, should I find even IT job? Should I look for IT job? So tell me, I know, we know a lot of institution in New York area. So what like how I know who is good, who is bad? Is there any difference? Is there any judgmental way I can see, or I should not go to this same institution? I should go this institution. Is there any judgment, anything I can check before I even spend money?
Sure, that's a good question, because like in even especially in Jackson Heights, if you talk about the Jackson Heights, there is even so many institutions, right? Even Jamaica, so many like gentlemen also they are teaching personally, right? So like question is how we can differentiate, because we don't have no idea about who is good or who is not. So when come to select an institution, I would say just go there, take their 1 or 2 demonstration and ask them for the content, end-to-end content, like exactly from where they start and when they are end, and what exactly what they will be teaching. If they can say like what we will teach you, if you think they are saying like SDLC, STLC, manual testing process, automation, and automation, they were either Java or Python. Like as a programming language, definitely you need something. And like one of the CI/CD tools, which is Jenkins, or then a Git repository, interview preparation, because nowadays interview is different than before. If they said this is our content, I think you should select yes. Before that, also, you should ask your trainer exactly what he is doing. I mean, I'm trying to say he is doing a job or not. Because what happened, sometimes they work for like 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, let's say for 1 year. After that, they don't doing their job, or they lost their job or laid off or something. Then they come to this point and they open a institute and they start teaching, but they have no idea exactly right now what's going on in IT industry, especially as a QA. So if he or she is still doing job currently, then and another, like I said also, that course content is theirs, that is
So this is
enough
the
to
course
get a
content
job.
you're showing. That's the general course content should be.
Yeah, let me highlight. First of all, you have to do this
Mm-hmm.
STLC,
Mm-hmm.
then like, yep, level of testing,
Mm-hmm.
then they should learn also manual testing process.
Mm-hmm.
Do not have to be master on manual process, but at least you have to know.
Mm-hmm.
And then you should learn the automation testing, right? When you come to the automation, first you have to learn the core Java content, core Java.
Mm-hmm.
You do not have to be masters on Java, because even some of people, they're a Java developer, right? They don't know everything about the Java. So to get job and to perform your job, core Java is enough. Then you have to go to that Selenium, basic Selenium. Then you have to learn framework development. And at least 2 framework you have to learn. One is called POM, Page Object Model. Another one is BDD. That 2 framework you must learn, because right now that industry is following either one, either POM, Page Object Model, or BDD. Then you should go through the Eclipse or IntelliJ IDEA. That tools you need to learn. QC or LM, Jira, GitHub, Jenkins, Postman, and JMeter is optional actually. but highlighted things you must learn to get the job at this like current market.
So you say you learn all this in 3 months?
Yes.
Well, here question come, like the gentleman with us today, he was mentioning he is old. Uh, can he do this? Is 3 months? Is do not have any experience. He do not know English. Lot of female was with us, right? And they have lot of other type of family problem. Lot of people, like you say, you only work 2 days, but uh, people have family. They cannot afford working 2 days. They have to work at least 4 or 5 days. So is it possible, or what your suggestion?
Yes, it is possible. Even for them, whoever, let's say, working 5 days, right? Even like after working, even they can spend 2 days. I mean, 2 hours. For them might take exactly 3 months or 3.5 months or 4 months, max 4 months, right? So you can see there is course content is a lot, looks like a lot, but you do not have to be masters each of everything. From this part, no one will ask a single question at a time of interview, but you have to understand them to come this point. Sorry, till this point. No one will ask a question any from SDLC, even not even SDLC. But to understand what exactly you will be doing in your job or at a time of interview, till this point, you have to understand this. But
So
here,
yeah, go ahead.
Please let me finish.
Mm-hmm.
When you come to this point, even this is not a huge things, just a process, right? If you understand one part, or I would say one process, same thing you have to do over and over, just copy and paste. That's true. In real life, that's just copy and paste. But yes, first time you have to understand. And this is not too huge. Might be one time it's be little bit complicated. Second time it will be easier little bit. Third time it will be all right. Now that's come to the manual process, right? When you come to this part, you automatically learning those part, even including these two also. So you're automatically learning. Let me highlight with the red or something. Okay, red. Yeah. When you learn that three, let me, okay. When you learn that three, you will automatically learning this part. Also this part. Then now come to the automation. And whatever I highlighted till from here to this point, you will need max 10 to 15 days. Even if you spend like 2 hours per day, it will be good. That's I can guarantee. But you have to spend 2 hours. Not even if you cannot spend 2 hours per day, at least 1 hour. And this is not a big deal, or you do not need to be masters. Then come to the
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Then come to the programming language. It will take time. It will take some time. Another 15 days, 10 to 15 days. When you learn this part, 10 to 15 days, or let's say for a month, right? Then that selenium will be just a piece of cake for you. When you learn this selenium basic, you can learn also like another week or two by development, like a framework development. Okay. And when you learn this point, you are automatically learning this one, Eclipse or IntelliJ IDEA, because you will be developing your all code either Eclipse or IntelliJ IDEA. Now come to that other two, QC and ALM. Jubair bhai, I think you remember when we were on that institution, they were trying to be a masters on ALM. Even you will not have access all of this. You will have access only like requirement, not even a requirement. You will not have access. Where you can write the test, case, execution, and defect. That's it. And when you learn that tools, and this is not a big tools, like for that three part of that three tools. That's only if you can see YouTube or anywhere, it's easy. And once you understand one part, it's good for your remaining. Now come to the Jira. When you learn ALM for that three part, you're automatically learning Jira, just a different tab. Now come to the GitHub. It's nothing. It's just you can learn only 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours. Why? Because whatever code you have developed, you have to keep it here. That's it. And now before you have to write some command to push that code on GitHub, but now you do not need to. When you use that intelligence, I mean Eclipse or IntelliJ IDEA, it has already option to push the code. So even you do not need to learn automatically this one. You are learning automatically this one. You do not need to learn those commands. Then Jenkins. This Jenkins, you just need to integrate with GitHub and Jenkins. Just maybe another 1 day or 2 days. And Postman, it's a very simple tools. By 1 week, you will learn that tools. It does not have too many features or does not need to learn too many things. So it looks huge, but is not huge. There is so many part or so many things. If you learn one part, automatically you are going to learn next part. So I hope I answered the question.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for sharing your experience. I hope our people who will review next time, they will get beneficial from this interview. We will do next more interview with you and few other. We will invite other people who is working in this field. We'll go deep dive on each of those things. But for today's purpose, since it is just a first interview, first beginning, we don't want to deep dive. We don't want to bore people who have no idea what is this. So thank you for sharing your experience, your knowledge, and your hope to the community. I hope next time we will get more people to join. They will have more question to themselves, even who never did this training, want to do, who did this training, fail, who did this training and that get success. Everybody we will invite to join, and we will be hope this will be help Bengali community. We wanted to do this in Bangla, so our viewers, we wanted to do this Bangla, but we think you have to learn English to get the job. So it is good to have the English interview. If you don't understand one time, listen over and over to listen. This is not just only for getting job. Uh, I mean, not you maybe not will be masters all this by just watching this video, but it will help you your English journey. It will be see, you will now know what type of English, like when I'm speaking in English, Shazbhai is speaking English, Shazbhai is more frank than me. Well, I am doing this job almost like 10 years. I'm in IT field. I'm doing a different type of job. Like Shazbhai mentioned, he was one in Florida. There's few Bangladeshi people. So he survived. He don't knew English. He survived. I was in a situation almost year. I don't see any Bengali. I had no chance to talk any Bangla. I survived. So this is not end of the world if you don't know English. Listen over and over, do something, and it will be help your community. So as a last comment, you tell something to the community.
Sure. So my suggestion would be for our all Bangladeshi community, or like whoever will be watching that video, don't be afraid. Try your best. If you one time fail, doesn't matter, does not mean end of the world. So try your best, and who, especially suggestion for those who are fail or who are scared of, there is so many things we need to learn. Our English is not good. I would suggest, do not afraid at all. English is just a language. Try to speak English as much as you can, or watch some movie, English movie, and watch some news. Inshallah, you will be fine. And if anyone wants my help, I'm willing to do that, but they have to be serious. Even someone who is attending the interview, if someone come to me, or even I can give that suggestion based on my knowledge and based on my experience. That's all.
হাফিজ ভাই, আপনার কি কোনো প্রশ্ন আছে? আপনি কিছু জানতে চান? আমরা অনুষ্ঠান শেষ করব। আপনার কোনো প্রশ্ন থাকলে, শেষ প্রশ্ন বা আর কিছু জানার থাকলে, কিছু বলার থাকলে, আপনি যা শুনলেন আমাদের এই কনভারসেশন, আমি জানি না আপনি কতটুকু বুঝলেন বা বুঝলেন না। আপনার কি মনে হয়, আপনার শেষ মন্তব্য?
না, এগুলা মোটামুটি আইটি বেস নলেজ থাকা লাগবে। এগুলা না হলে তো খামাখা আমার এইসব নলেজ গুলো তো নাই। এইগুলো না জেনে তো আমি বুঝবো না। তোমরা তো বলে গেলে, আমি যদি কখনই না বুঝি, তোমরা যতই শব্দ বলো না কেন, সেগুলো তো আমি বুঝবো না। আমি যে কোনো বললাম আইটি বেস এগুলো নলেজ থাকতে হবে, ইংরাজি ভালো জানতে হবে, তারপরে এইগুলা মানে কোর্স গুলো করলে পারে তখন তোমার আইটি ফিল্ডে জব গুলো হবে। এইটুকু
এখানে একটা কথা আমি আপনাকে মানে বলি যে ইংলিশ অনেক ভালো জানতে হবে এরকম কোনো কথা নেই ভাইয়া। আসলে হ্যাঁ, আপনার ইংলিশ জানতে হবে, যতটা আপনি ফ্লুয়েন্টলি বলতে পারবেন বেটার, বাট আপনি যদি নাও বলতে পারেন তার মানে এই না যে পৃথিবী শেষ হয়ে যাচ্ছে। আজকে না হয় কালকে, কাল না হয় পরশুদিন, অবশ্যই পারবেন ইনশাআল্লাহ।
ইনশাআল্লাহ, ইনশাআল্লাহ।
Okay, thank you everybody to joining with us. Thank you Shiraz bhai, Hafiz bhai. We will do more session. We will go deep dive in every program, Java, Python. We will go deep dive on this in later course, later interview. So thank you for watching our interview. Have a good day everybody. Get a good rest and be ready, pumped up to get $100,000 job. Yahoo!
Inshallah. Yahoo!